Hey, it's Max with the Guitar Center. We're here at the Nord booth at Winter Namm 2025, and we just stopped by. We're talking with Jacob, and we're checking out the all-new Nord Organ 3. Jacob, how you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Been a minute since you guys did a major organ update. I think about 4 years, give or take.
Yeah, that's right. It's something that I think I can speak for everyone that we're so excited to see a Nord organ, anything back. And it's an awesome instrument already. And, just right out the gate, this is still a prototype, really. There's still things in development. It's going to get even better before it's released in a few months. I want to run you through what they've been working on over there, those geniuses at Nord. When you sit down, if you're a seasoned organist, you're going to feel comfortable. Percussion's over here where it's meant to be. You got vibrato chorus. Rotor speed's been moved to the bottom with the half moon switch accessory that you can get. Those B3 players, you're going to sit down and go, oh yeah, this is it. Some of the new things they've been working on, the rotary speaker, they've been trying to capture it in 360 degrees and really get the true essence of what it's meant to sound like, that vintage speaker. It's very spacious, beautiful, and again, still gonna get better because they're still working on capturing it from as many different angles and mic positions as possible. Let me just give you a taste of a decent patch here. Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's really smooth as it was ramping up and down. It didn't feel jerky at all. It was very smooth.
With the mic positions, you have different options. It's kind of subtle, but it's something some of the players here, we've had some really heavy cats play here. We've had like Kevin Powell and people like that, and they really dig that. They really like this mic position option, and they're actually considering adding more. So there could be more positions. Moving on, you now have some new, more modern things, of course, that you wouldn't find on the vintage instrument, but you have modulation now, so you get some of the effects from the other instruments like ring mod, tremolo, phaser, flanger, and chorus. You have an equalizer, delays section as well, reverbs, spring reverb, and a cathedral reverb that's got this chorale option that's really cool. With some of those modern effects, that also can bring me to one of the other new things, which is the bass model. So now you heard me playing the organ bass, which of course you set with the 2 pedal drawbars there. You now have the addition of synth basses. So there's now B3 synth, TR synth, and synth 1 and 2. So it gives you a bit more of a modern kind of bass sound. So if you were to say pair that with one of these, like the phaser, that drive sounds awesome. You've got 3 drive types as well. It's adding some modern flair to the organ sound, giving you some really different kind of sonic spaces you can create there. Percussion, there's a cool new mode called poly mode, where if it's not on and you were to just be playing a normal kind of percussion, this might be like, your kind of jazz solo. If you hold down a note, all those notes after it didn't have percussion, right? So the percussion dies because it's really more of a mono kind of thing. But with poly on, I've got percussion on every note. So an interesting feature, I think maybe people that are coming from piano mostly will like that because you can be a little more can sustain a little bit more and not have to be so short with your attack and still get percussion. Moving on to the bass, you heard me play it a little bit there. You have the Nord pedal keys 25, which has been updated. They've made some enhancements to the functionality, but then the pedals themselves, they've changed the length of them. And what I know is that, again, the players here, I've seen some amazing performances already here at Namm, and they're making it sound amazing. So I think the reviews are good so far. One great point about it is basically, you know, a big MIDI controller for your feet, and it can be powered by MIDI. So it has its own DC power, but you can just plug it straight into the organ and it'll turn on.
While we're talking bass, when we were talking earlier, you pointed out there's now a dedicated bass output.
So that's something that from the C2D, a lot of Nord artists recommended, and Nord listened. They love that kind of feedback. For instance, if you wanted to route the organ to the front of house with your stereo, but then use the aux out to send the bass information separately, you can do that. For a live situation, it's a really, really handy feature to have.
Can you take us through some of the different organ models? I know we've been kind of digging into the B3 quite a bit. What else we got in here?
You've also got a couple of the transistor models there, 2 pipe organs as well. And why don't I just do a little bit, I'll take you through some programs. There's some awesome presets here that use some of the different sounds. So here's a little bit of the of one of those other non-B3 organs. There you go, a little bit of taste. So yeah, the B3 obviously is a big favorite in what we've heard a lot here this year at Namm 2025. But for other people that want to have, you know, those other models, as well as pipe organ, you know, not forgetting about those church musicians out there that might need those sounds. So some of those are in here too. Everything's really here. I mean, this is such a complete instrument where it's being faithful to the original B3 and what the history of that organ, but also adding lots of modern flair that's going to make it great for the player of today.
As you were saying, what we're sitting with right here is prototype, kind of getting really, really close to the finalized version. When do you think we can expect the final one hitting stores, online? What are we expecting?
I'm thinking sometime this summer. So a few more months of development. Again, they're going to keep making this rotary speaker better. They're taking feedback again here at Namm, and there'll probably be some more things added. It's just so exciting to think about what that finished one's going to be like.
Jacob, thank you so much for your demo. We really appreciate your time. And if you want to learn more about the brand new Nord Organ 3, head to guitarcenter.com. And for all the latest new from Namm, stay tuned to our YouTube channel.